Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers AI's classes. Let's begin a discussion on the current events of 17 January 2019. The first issue in news is regarding the annual status of education report which is released by NGO Pratham. It uses various metrics to measure the learning outcomes among school children, and as per the recent report, there has been an improvement in the reading and arithmetic skills of the lower primary students in rural India. However, the skills of the students of class 8 has actually seen a decline. The results show that more than half of the class 8 students cannot correctly solve a numerical division problem, and more than a quarter of them cannot read a primary level text. The survey notes that the additional value added in terms of the math skills for each year of schooling is low, and has concluded that without strong foundational skills, it is difficult for the children to perform better in the upper primary grades. It has also highlighted the wide differences in skill level between different states. Like, for example, it was found that almost half of the class 3 students in government schools of Himachal Pradesh were able to read a class 2 level text, and on the other side, in the government schools of Uttar Pradesh, a quarter of the students cannot recognize the letters found in their text. On the positive side, the ASAR survey, which has covered around 597 rural districts across the country, has found that the enrollment rate is increasing and the out of school children is less than 4%, accompanied by the fact that the gender gap is also shrinking as the girls out of school stand at 13.6%, and it is the first time that the figure has dropped below the 15% mark. On that note, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding Brexit. As you are aware, Brexit means Britain exiting the European Union. Several factors were put forth before the referendum, like the immigration issue, the sovereignty issue of the Britain, and also several economic issues, which led to a mandate of 52% voting for a Brexit, while 48% voting against it. Following 2 years of negotiations with the European Union, Prime Minister Theresa May had drafted a deal, but the British Parliament has voted down this deal with a humongous majority, with most of them being the members of the Conservative Party, which is led by Theresa May herself. Following this, a trust vote was moved against Prime Minister Theresa May, which she survived by a narrow margin. Given this backdrop, the British PM is left with very few options, and one of the least controversial is to extend the exit date from the European Union. From the beginning, she had argued that a hard Brexit, which means a no deal with the European Union, is better than a bad deal, but the deal which was drafted after 2 years of negotiation has been rejected by the British Parliament, thereby reflecting the complexity of the issue. Keeping the economic issues aside, there is also the issue of the Good Friday Agreement, which allowed the flow of goods between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, which would be negatively affected if a Brexit deal were not to be concluded, which would facilitate transition and soft exit of the United Kingdom from the European Union. Given all these complexities and the deep differences which persist within the Conservative Party itself, there is an increasing demand led by the Labour Party, which is calling for a second referendum to be held on the issue so that the citizens could make a more informed decision. However, majority of the MPs have resolved to respect the popular mandate given by the first referendum, but in the meanwhile, support is growing both within and outside the British Parliament to prevent Britain from crashing out of the EU, and in this regard, the British PM has to take in the British Parliament into confidence before any further moves. On that note, I'm wrapping up today's news analysis. Do like, share, and comment to support this initiative. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.